Welcome back, everyone, to AI Brief, episode 21. I'm Amin, and with me, as always, is Leah. Today, we're doing a deep dive into government strategies and industry advancements in AI.
Oh, and we can't forget the new opportunities opening up for creators, too. We've got a lot to get through.
Yeah, let's start with OpenAI's plan for America to stay on top in AI.
Right, so they're suggesting we focus on staying competitive.
Okay.
Also, really clear rules for everybody to follow,
Yeah.
and investing a ton in infrastructure.
Makes sense. Those are all important.
Yeah, it's a pretty big vision. They're thinking about way more than just better tech.
So what's their plan to make all this happen?
One idea they have is a single federal body.
To oversee AI?
Yeah, advanced AI. It's a
Right.
pretty big deal.
Right.
They think it'll help innovation more than what we have now, all these different rules everywhere.
That does seem like it could cause some problems. So what else?
Well, they also have this idea for AI economic zones.
Interesting. What are those?
The idea is to connect local businesses with the latest AI research. It could really change things up.
I could see that. Like, think about Midwest farms using AI or Texas energy companies.
Exactly. They're also looking at the global investment picture.
How so?
They say there's something like $175 billion just waiting to be invested in AI infrastructure.
Wow, that's huge. What's their take on that?
OpenAI is calling for a big expansion of AI infrastructure.
So working with both the government and private companies.
Yeah, exactly. They definitely want to make sure America stays in the lead.
For sure. Especially with the new administration coming in soon. This could be a big part of their policy. Okay, let's switch gears to something that's already in effect. New regulations for AI chips.
Right. The U.S. just put in some pretty serious export controls. It's a whole tiered system now.
So basically they're trying to keep the U.S. ahead, but also limit what competitors can get, right?
Yeah, like China. It's a bit of a tightrope walk.
I can imagine. How's this tiered system working?
So close allies get full access, no restrictions. But for others,
It gets a lot tougher.
much tougher, especially when it comes to those really advanced GPUs and AI components, the
Yeah.
core of the technology.
Right, that makes sense. So this is them responding to those concerns about other countries getting their hands on those critical chips
Even with the old restrictions in place, they're trying to get ahead of the problem.
to be sure the U.S. stays competitive.
Exactly. But not everyone's thrilled about it. Some big chip makers are pushing back.
Really? Why is that?
Companies like Nvidia are worried these restrictions might actually backfire.
What do they mean?
Their argument is that it could end up helping foreign competitors instead.
So if those companies can't sell their chips here,
Someone else will step in to fill the gap, and that could hurt U.S. innovation in the long run.
interesting.
And on top of that, there's this 120-day period for things to roll out, so who knows what will happen.
Yeah, the new president might have different ideas on how to handle it, so it's a bit up in the air. Okay, let's move on to what Nvidia's been doing.
Right. They've been making some big moves in the healthcare world. Lots of partnerships with big institutions.
Using AI to speed up medical discoveries.
Exactly. They're working on all sorts of things, genomics, drug discovery, even clinical research. Like they're working with this group, the ARC Institute,
To do what?
develop open source AI models for analyzing like DNA, RNA, proteins.
Wow, pretty fundamental stuff.
And there's their partnership with IQVIA.
Tell me about that one.
They're using NVIDIA's AI Foundry to analyze a ridiculous amount of healthcare data, like 64 petabytes.
Wow. That's got to be one of the biggest data sets out there.
It's massive. And the goal is to really streamline clinical trials and research.
And hopefully find new treatments faster. It sounds like NVIDIA is really committed to tackling these big healthcare problems.
Oh, definitely. And they're bringing all their tech to the table. AI, robotics, the whole works.
Okay, switching gears again. Let's talk about Apple. What's the latest from them?
Well, it looks like they're getting ready for a big push into AI. From what we're hearing, they plan to put AI capabilities into even their most basic devices.
Like iPhones and iPads?
Yep, even those. So we could see AI features on your Apple Watch?
Or even AirPods?
Potentially. AI is becoming much more accessible, not just for expensive stuff anymore.
For sure. Makes sense.
Oh, and get this. Rumors of an ultra-thin iPhone 17 Air are swirling around. Could be their thinnest phone yet.
Interesting.
And looking further ahead to like 2026, they're talking about a totally new Siri experience, powered by AI, of course.
Makes sense. What else?
We might even see foldable iPads and iPhones and a new version of their Vision Pro headset. It's all speculation, but...
It sounds like they're betting big on AI to change how people use their products.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
But it's not just Apple and Nvidia who are doing cool things with AI.
Right. It's popping up in all sorts of unexpected places.
Yeah. Like, have you heard about creators selling their video content?
For AI training.
Exactly. Companies like OpenAI and Alphabet are buying it up. Footage from TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, it's all on demand.
Wow. So those videos we watch every day, they're valuable for AI development.
Exactly. And the price varies depending on, like, how long it is, the resolution. Even unique camera angles can fetch a higher price. Like, those cool aerial shots are really popular.
It's wild how something that seems so simple can be so valuable.
For sure. It's a whole new income stream for creators. Really shaking things up.
And speaking of shakeups, the UK government just announced a big plan for AI.
They're not messing around. They're investing heavily in AI for their own services.
Okay, sounds ambitious.
They're also launching AI growth zones.
Like those economic zones OpenAI mentioned.
Similar idea, yeah. Basically, they want to boost technological advancements.
Makes sense. Anything else?
Oh, yeah, they're offering all sorts of incentives to attract private investment, aiming for about £14 billion.
Wow. They must really believe in AI's potential.
They project it'll create over 13,000 new jobs, too.
This is a major step for them in the global AI race.
Oh, absolutely. They want to make the UK a global hub for AI, attract talent, investment, the whole package.
Pretty exciting times for AI in the UK.
For sure. And it's not just governments and big companies either. There's a lot happening in the research world, too. For example, Mistral just released a new coding model.
Oh, yeah.
It's called Codistral 25.01.
Catchy name.
They say it's faster and more lightweight than the old versions.
What can it do?
Well, it can work with something like 80 different programming languages. It even got the top spot on a coding benchmark.
Impressive.
Then you've got researchers over at MBZGUAI. They've developed a new AI model called Llama V01.
What's special about that one?
It's really good at visual reasoning and problem solving.
So understanding and interpreting images.
Yeah, exactly. And it's open source.
So anybody can use it?
Yep. Researchers, developers, everyone. And it's getting amazing results on those benchmark tests. It's a pretty big step forward in how AI can understand what it sees.
I see. Speaking of big steps, Google Cloud just launched their automotive AI agent.
Oh, yeah. That's powered by their Gemini AI technology. Mercedes-Benz is already using it in their cars.
For their MBUX virtual assistant.
Yep. They're hoping it'll make those in-car conversations more natural, like you're talking to a real person.
That would be a big improvement. And what about Microsoft? What are they up to in AI?
They've actually created a whole new division just for AI. They're calling it Corey AI.
Sounds serious.
They're pulling all their AI stuff together, their platform, developable tools, everything. They want to focus on Copilot and building those AI-powered applications.
Well, they're all in on AI.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And then there's Adobe. They just released a whole bunch of new AI-powered tools, too.
I saw something about that. What's the highlight?
Well, there's one called Firefly Bulk Create. It lets you edit tons of images at once.
How many are we talking?
Up to 10,000. You can create backgrounds, resize, make all sorts of changes.
Wow. That's a big deal for creative folks.
Totally. AI is changing the game when it comes to creative work. And then there's Reddit, of all places.
What are they doing?
They're opening up their AI-powered search engine to more people.
So you can search the whole Reddit platform using AI.
Yep. It could really change how people use Reddit and find information there.
I bet. What else is going on?
Well, the UK is doubling down on their AI efforts. They want to double their computing power by 2030.
That's ambitious.
They're trying to catch up to those big US AI companies like OpenAI.
So they can compete on a global level.
Exactly. It seems like every day there's a new AI tool or platform coming out.
Okay, so let's shift gears a bit and talk about some of the specific AI tools that are out there. We touched on a few earlier, but there are so many more that are worth exploring.
Right. There are tools for pretty much everything these days. Whether you're a developer, a designer, a marketer, or just someone who wants to be more productive, there's an AI tool out there for you.
So where should we start? There's a lot to cover.
Let's start with Google AI Studio. This platform gives you access to some of Google's most advanced AI models. It's a great tool for anyone who wants to start building with AI.
Sounds pretty powerful.
Yeah.
What if you're not a developer, but you still want to leverage the power of AI? Are there tools for that?
Oh, absolutely. There are tons of user-friendly AI tools out there, like check out MindUp Discovery. It's an AI search platform that uses mind maps to visualize your search results.
Mind maps. That's interesting. How does that help?
It helps you see the connections between different ideas and concepts. It's a really cool way to explore a topic and gain a deeper understanding.
I like that. It's a more visual and intuitive way to search for information.
Exactly. And for all the creative folks out there, there's Coolers. It's a text-to-image model that generates super realistic images. You just type in what you want, and colors will create it for you.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. So I wanted a picture of a cat riding a unicorn on the moon.
Coolers could probably do that for you.
That's awesome. It sounds like there's no limit to what you can create with AI.
It really does feel that way sometimes. And for content creators, Clips app is a game changer. It uses AI to automatically clip, edit, and even translate videos.
Wow, that's a lot of features packed into one tool.
It's a huge time saver for anyone who works with video content. And speaking of time-saving tools, have you heard of Thenio?
I don't think so.
It helps you create super slick API documentation. Just upload your code, and Thenio will generate beautiful and easy to understand documentation.
That sounds incredibly useful for developers.
It really is. And if you're working on a team project, you've got to check out Miro.
I've heard of that one. It's a collaboration platform, right?
Right. But it's not just any collaboration platform.
Yeah.
Miro is powered by AI. It makes brainstorming, planning, and executing projects so much smoother.
I can see how that would be super helpful for teams.
It is. And let's not forget about the power of voice AI. DeepGram is a platform that offers really accurate voice transcription in over 36 languages.
Wow, that's a lot of languages.
Yeah.
What else can it do?
They can even create synthetic voices that sound incredibly realistic.
It's pretty amazing.
And then there's Fang, a tool that's changing the way we do interviews. It helps you create personalized interview experiences that are tailored to your specific needs. It's like having a personal interview coach in your pocket.
That's really cool. What about for developers? Are there any new tools that are specifically designed for them?
Oh, definitely. There's TestBrite, which is an AI-powered testing agent for developers.
So it helps them find and fix bugs in their code.
Exactly. It's a huge help for small and growing development teams. And then there's Telescope AI, which is a platform that helps businesses become more data-driven and innovative.
So it helps them leverage the power of AI to improve their operations.
Exactly. It's a powerful tool for businesses that are looking to stay ahead of the curve. We also can't forget about Squirrely SEO.
What is that?
It's an AI-powered SEO suite for WordPress.
Yeah.
It helps you optimize your website content for search engines so you can get more traffic and leads.
SEO is so important for any website.
It really is. And Squirrely makes it a lot easier to manage. And of course, we can't talk about AI without mentioning fitness trackers. Have you heard of Whoop?
I have.
Yeah.
Isn't that the one that uses AI to track your sleep and workouts?
Yep. It gives you personalized insights and recommendations to help you improve your fitness and sleep habits. It's a really cool device.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
And last but not least, there's Cursor.
What does that do?
It's an AI-powered code editor that helps developers write code faster and more efficiently.
So it's like a supercharged version of a regular code editor.
Kind of. It uses AI to suggest code snippets, complete lines of code, and even detect errors. It's pretty impressive.
It sounds like it. So there you have it, folks. A whirlwind tour of some of the most exciting and innovative AI tools out there.
It's amazing to see how quickly this field is evolving.
It really is. Well, thanks to everyone for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI. It's an ever-evolving landscape.
We'll keep exploring the latest trends, the most innovative tools, and the biggest questions surrounding AI. So stay tuned, and we'll see you next time.
And remember, if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to AI Brief and tell your friends about it. The more people we can reach, the better informed we'll all be. Until next time.